All right, so let's hang a picture. Really easy. All you need is a level, a hammer, some of these little guys, tape measure. I'm a big fan of a peach pencil because it's easier to hide than a black one, and also a picture to hang. Okay, so I want to center it on my desk here. First things first, take my tape measure. I'm going to go ahead and bang my wall up. Measure the width on it. This little monster here is 60 inches, that's 5 feet, so I want to hop to the middle, 30 inches. This is where having a step stool, depending on what you're hanging, is handy. I'm going to go ahead and use my little tiny step stool. Remember, the midpoint of my desk, so I'm centering on the desk, is 30 inches. So I want to measure 30 inches out, and what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to take my level, I'm going to stand it up at the 30-inch mark, which is right here. Make sure you have small children distracting you. Line my level up so it's nice and straight. I'm going to take my little pencil here. I'm going to figure the top of it is going to be probably somewhere around here. Make a nice long line like that. Look, a nice long straight line, okay? Then what you want to do is make sure you have your lovely assistant, because she knows how high your picture's supposed to go. Take your picture. Thomas said, "Let there be all of creation, also original sin." And set it, and forget it. Make sure you're hanging in a very difficult place when making a video, otherwise it's not fun for people at home to watch. Okay, how high, love? Like here? Yeah. Okay, so she said right about here. I will now take my pencil, I will look for the line I just drew, it's right here, you can't see it, and make a little cross mark. Okay, now, the next step, depending on the kind of picture you have, is going to go a bit differently. This picture here, I will turn around. It's got the wire on it. Ooh, wire. What do? I take my picture. I pretend, with one hand here, that I am now holding it up as though my fingers are going to be the little things to hold it. I'll stretch my hand out, big man hand. Man hands. Go like this, somewhere in the middle-ish. I will then, it's easier if you don't have a table in the way, right? Just set it on the floor. No, the middle's more like here, right? Go like this, make a mark, make a mark. Mark, mark. Pull out your tape measure that you misplaced. Measure the distance between them. These little monsters, 7.5-ish inches apart. What's 7.5 divided by 2? 3.75. I also want to measure down and say just about 6 inches. From the top, remember the mark? Watch. 6 inches down, 7.5 inches apart, right? Right. Woo! Stuff falling everywhere. Again, never clean your workspace before you work, because you want to be knocking things around. Okay, so I come back up here to the cross little mark I made. I now want to come down 6 inches from here along my line, 6, marked, okay? Then I said they're 3.75, 3 3/4 inches on either side. So I just go like this, I go, let's see, actually, I'm sorry, I'm being a dummy. Take out your other level, because you're me and you're lazy and you got a big one and a little one, and the little one's easier to control. You just go like this. Find that 6-inch mark that you just made. Also, look at this. My wall isn't level because CC Homes is terrible. They can't make drywall. Anyways, okay, so that's 6 inches down. My level says I'm level. I then make another mark. That line is 6 inches down. Now, I go 1, 2, 3 3/4, mark. 3 3/4, mark. Those two lines, here and here, are where I want my little hooky hooks to go. The hooks. 1, 2. Take your hook, put the bottom of the hook so it's just about in the middle of where that mark is. Now, if you're really smart, what you'll do when you're doing this is you'll drive this nail into an electrical line. Darn, looks like I missed. Do it once, do it twice. Look at that, they're both in. I haven't died yet. Take your picture, turn it around for the world to see, unless you're ashamed of your art, in which case don't. Break the table you're standing on if you can. Look at that, nice and level. Okay, at this point, you want to line it up. If you're really nitpicky and everyone you know says it's not level, use your level to see. It's close enough for me, although really honestly, I go, oh. Okay, now, if we were in a spot where I could see what I was doing, I would look, I hate these walls. I would look around the side to make sure I'm actually hooked on like the hooky part, right? And not just like sitting up on here, because I think I might be. So, oh, don't break on me, desk. Oh, right. What do you know? I'm right. I'm not actually hooked on the hooky part on either of them. That could have been bad. One guy is hooked, and the other one is hooked on phonics, and it's nice and level. Adjust, adjust. Now again, test to make sure it's actually level. It's not even close. Tweak, tweak, bingo. There you go. Centered, level, easy peasy. If you're a nut, you can go ahead and erase your peach lines up there. But I'm lazy and I'm not going to. Also, I'm going to paint the walls eventually because white walls are ugly and stupid. So there you go. Easy. Done.